Douglas Luiz is a red. Welcome to your transfer news. Evening, everybody. Hope you're doing well, and welcome to your transfer news, where we need to talk about something I can't even remember what. Oh yeah, Douglas Luiz to Forest. It's done. It's done. Oh, by the way, someone's bought one of these things, right? Big up to someone who's bought something from our merch store. That cool little graphic. Shout out to you. Thanks so much. But he's a red, man. I can't believe this. It's an absolute bargain. How you guys feeling? Because look at him. Look at him. He's ours. He's ours. Get the shirt out now, Wolfie. Well, I'm not fully getting the shirt out because it's like we haven't had the here we go from Romano, but I've been told it's here we go. Brazilian huge outlets have said here we go. I've spoken to some of the Juventus guys. They've said here we go. It's done. It's dusted. It's dusted. I don't even know how he fits in. I don't care. Nuno, you got one massive headache. Enjoy your headache. I can't believe it. How have we got Douglas Luiz, man? How, guys? How? Sorry, I just needed a moment there. I needed a moment. Never mind Douglas Luiz. Where have you been, mate? Bro, I've been, like, what do you where have I been, man? I was just on Unloaded Mag. Shout out to them. I'm going to be with Joe at 8 o'clock. So you guys can join us there. I'll be doing some more celebrating. But I want to go through all the details with you. So, do me a massive favor, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed. Yeah, if you haven't hit the like button to this news, this is Forest marquee signing of the transfer window. No, let me go further. This is Forest marquee signing. This is coming back to the Premier League. This is unbelievable. Now, Andy, I'm close. I am. I'm just, how's this window turned around like it has is unbelievable. I'm going to ask for this. Make your bed and lay in it. What? What are you talking about? Anyway, right. A lot to talk about. We're going to have to figure out how he fits in and everything else. We now have some seriously good problems. So I'm sure a lot of you watched the video from earlier on where I told you guys this was done. It was just waiting for the ink to dry. Marinakis got involved. He gets it over the line with one phone call. All he said to them was, he called Juventus up because do you know who I am? And then he said to them,
the result is that at the end of the day, we always win.
And they were like, oh, you're that guy. You're that guy. We wanted 40 mil. We didn't know it was you, though. We didn't know it was the Greek father. How does 35 sound? And he said, how does 30 sound? Oh, and I'm talking in euros. I'm talking in euros. And they're like, you always win. Fine. So this deal is roughly worth £26 million. That's it. Now, there are conflicting reports on this. Some are saying it's a 5-year deal and it's permanent, right? That's not what I heard, but I can't confirm it for sure. My understanding is, based on what I explained to you guys earlier, for Juventus to break even, this has to be a loan deal so that for their PSR, he's worth 30 mil next season so they can break even, okay? So I will confirm that bit to you as soon as I know it. But I want to take you through, for those who are like, oh, Romano hasn't said it yet, it's not true, or he's not wearing the shirt. Let me take you to Globo, right? Globo Baggins, who are just huge, and they've confirmed it. They say midfielder Douglas Luiz is Nottingham Forest new player. The English team has finalised the signing of the 27-year-old Brazilian, paying 30 million euros, which is 191 million Brazilian dollars. To Juventus, he will sign a 5-year deal. We've got him for 5 years. How the hell is this 26 mil? It's just absolutely crazy. Big up to Phil. Thank you so much for the coffee earlier on, by the way, Phil. He said, thanks for your hard work and you're a joy. Love closer than close can be. This is past that, man. This is, here we go. Shout out to you, Phil. And big up to Jess. with the coffee. She goes, don't think he's our best signing. Ha ha. All right, Miss Hutchinson. I love Miss Hutchinson. Yeah, and there's the new badge, by the way, for the 3 yearers. Shout out to you guys, you absolute legends. Or is it the 4 yearers? One or the other. You got the new badge. Okay, so that's what they said there. Now, let me just give you a bit more detail because it is interesting. The stuff we already know, but a lot's been confirmed. In January, Forest did not present an official proposal, but opened contact with Kai Jorbachian, the player's agent, to close the signing of Douglas. This will be Douglas Luiz' second stint in English football, signed by Man City in 17-18. He only made his Premier League debut in 1920 when he was sold to Villa. I don't remember him at Man City. The midfielder had been playing for Juventus since the start of last season, but didn't stand out. He was the only player who didn't give an excuse for his absence at the 25-26 preseason presentation. Big up to Marky boy, man. He's given me 3 years of his life. I want 3 more. I want 3 more. Mark, shout out to you, bro. Douglas Luiz will have Brazilian teammates at Forest. The team features, oh yeah, he's Brazilian as well. You just forget, innit? Because he's Prem. Like, he's just going to be like, obrigado. And they're going to be, oh, Douglas. Konnichiwa. No, that's not Brazilian. Anyway, the team features defenders like Jair and Igor Jesus, both formerly of Botafogo. Besides the Portuguese Nuno speaks team also features Morato, Murillo, and all the rest of them. It's absolutely beautiful news. Okay, so a lot of stuff we need to break down here, right? So, firstly, what's interesting is the reports about the January stuff is where I want to start with. Shout out to Chompers with the 27 months. What an absolute legend. We are actually linked to a Japanese player, but that's for another video. That's for another video. Oh, by the way, if you guys want to know the truth about Morgan Gibbs-White, there is a video out on Patreon. If you want to know, is he a snake? Is he not a snake? What happened exactly? There's an exclusive video out on Patreon. So make sure you're signed up over there because loads of exclusives are dropping there as well. And there's 750 already of you in the house. Please do hit that like button. Make sure you've subscribed as well. Right, because how are we on the likes? Because if we're not at like 500 likes, then you guys clearly aren't happy about this marquee signing. Obviously, Jess hasn't hit the like. We got the bomber. Have we got the bomber? Have you guys going to get your Romano tweet? Let's have a look. Deal off. I'm joking. That's cruel. Oh my god! Imagine the deal's off now. You guys will never forgive me. What new bomb? There's no bomber. So close you can smell his breath, Wolfie. It's done, bro. It's done. Anyway. You see, you tried to bait me. I baited you back. Okay. What was I saying? Okay, the January stuff, right? So all the reports in January were saying that Forest went in for him, but he told Forest that he only wanted Man City or Man United. Okay, now that in itself doesn't sound that true. I remember at the time I was like, well, who do you think you are, Mr. Luiz? Right? You can go do one to Man U in 15th place. But what's coming out now is he only wants Forest. That's it. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. I'm going to read you Romano's tweet just to quote it to you. Give me 1 second. My God, man. How many freaking things do we get here? Actually, no, if I just go there. Okay, this was Romano's tweet. And I love the words in this. Right? It says, Nottingham Forest and Douglas Luiz deal almost done. Final details being sorted out, and then here we go. Catch up, Romano. Douglas only wants Nottingham Forest, and the two clubs are finalising small details ahead of green light to travel for his medical. Okay, so this is huge. The fact that he only wants Forest, because Juventus tried to reintegrate him back into the team and everything. He's like, you know what? You're an old lady, man. I want to upgrade to the younger buck, and I want to go to Forest. This is really important. That he's coming to Forest because he only wants Forest. Big up to you, Harold, as well, my guy, for the 199. Shout out to you. So That makes it more important. That makes it more. All right, bro. Before we get to who's next, let's start with who's coming. By the way, with your physique, bro, maybe we should put you in defense. Yes, Lefty, what you saying? You Reds indeed. Okay, so let's clarify. He is done. He is signed. It's over. It's over. Now Nuno has to decide how he fits him in. Like, I don't know how he's gonna do it. The only thing I'm not 100% ready to convey to you is it loan, obligation, or option? My belief is that it's loan with an option that turns into an obligation. And I think Forest kind of came down on their negotiations on that and made the criteria lower. So remember how Forest were like, no, we need to get Europe to make it an obligation. Juventus wanted to say games. I think because Forest got Juventus down to 30 million euros, 26 million pounds, the obligation is now going to be extremely easy. I think it might be like a Chris Wood one as an example, where Chris Wood had to play 4 games. Excuse me. 4 games, and then that turned into an obligation. That's because no one else wanted him. Not true. Man United went after him. Everton went after him. Leeds went after him. West Ham went after him. And 2 other clubs, I think a couple from abroad as well. And Douglas Luiz is like, I'm only going to go to this club. Why? Because
The result is that at the end of the day, we always win.
wow, what a time to be a Red. Innit, bro? Innit? Thanks for your hard work, Wolfie, and the FFTV team. Yo, shout out to the whole team, man. There's so much effort put backstage. It's absolutely crazy. All we ask is that you hit the like button. Obviously, you make sure you're subscribed. We're well on our way, the road to 30K. Let's see if we can get that one done quickly. Tick that milestone off as well. Make sure you're in the Discord. By the way, I broke this earlier in the Discord, right? So if you're in the Discord, it's completely free to join. Because I'm every now and again, like my mind, like I was like, oh, I'm too excited. I got to type something. I accidentally type it in the Discord, right? So make sure you're in the Discord. Is completely free. And if someone could do me a favor, if someone can join the Discord, because I just want to check that the security levels are working so you can join without any headache. So click on that link there that Mark's put in. If you're not joined, go say hello in the general chat. There's like nearly 700 of you guys in there already. So big up to all of you in there. It's so much fun in that Discord. And massive shout out to Stephen with the coffee. He goes, very happy with the signing. Come on, you Reds. Hell yeah, Stephen, man. We got guys, like, do you understand? We got Douglas Luiz here, man. Like seriously. Like seriously. I think the jet leaves Turin Airport at 10 a.m. I don't know anything about that, bro. Like, I haven't seen anything on that, so I can't comment one way or the other. Bubba D says Anthony Taylor. Yeah, we'll cover that as we get closer to the time. Wolfie, you are the biggest Forest channel. GG. It's not about being the biggest, bro. Everyone puts in the hard work in this community. I have respect for each and every one of them. Okay. Before we get into more details, right? Let's talk about where he fits in. Is he an automatic starter? I think that needs to be the first question. Is he an automatic starter? Because I still think a lot of you misprofile him into thinking he's a 6, where in my opinion, he's an 8. Yes, I do agree he can play, excuse me, as an 8, but as a 6. But for me, his biggest strength is in the 8s, right? In fact, let's start with that, guys. Just put an 8 or a 6 in the chat. I want to know where your minds are at. Don't be influenced by what I said. You know what I'm saying? Just, do you want to see him in the 8 or the 6? Drop Sangare. Bro. Speak. I can't speak. There is a poll in it, so make sure you voted in the poll as well. We also had the poll saying, is Douglas Luiz the best signing of the summer so far? 61% of you said yes. 38% of you said no. We know Jessica would have been one of those as well. You're a bit mixed. You lot are a bit mixed with your 8s and 6s right now. It's quite interesting. Bit mixed there. Bit mixed. For those of you saying 8, you are correct. For those of you saying 6, you're incorrect. Now, I'm not saying, by the way, that Nuno doesn't play him in the 6. I can see him doing that. I just don't think you get the best out of him. And this from Jeff is an extremely important point. Let's just say Sangare keeps balling out. He's definitely going to have to go for AFCON, right? So you're going to need someone like him or an Anderson to cover in the 8. I would, in those scenarios, 100% put Douglas Luiz in the 6. If you need him for like 2-3 weeks, he's brilliant in the. Do you remember when I showed you all his stats and everything? His passing percentage in his own half, his passing percentage in the opposition half, his tackling, I love this guy. I love this guy. Now, what I am lining up for you guys, I'm gonna get one of my Juventus mates on, another fellow YouTuber, because I want to find out. I want to find out the negative side of it. Okay, yes, I'm a negative fan apparently, and what have you. He's not a 6, bro. He's not a 6. And Sangare, man, that's the one big pet to have. Now, what I think is important that we can't look over, but we need to understand, and shout out to Paul for the 36 months, is what happened and what went wrong at Juventus. So I've got that lined up for you guys. I'll also probably get like Josh or Luke or Billy on or something like that, or maybe all 3 of them, to tell us what went right for it at Villa. So when the Juventus one comes out, I think it's important. Don't take the video the wrong way. Just understand that it's good to get that background knowledge on what happened with him at Juventus. Because they've only had him for 1 year. Was it a clash with the manager? Maybe the style didn't suit. All these things I think we need to understand a lot better, okay? So those will be coming out for you. So keep an eye for those. Once we got those recorded, we'll get them up for you. Juventus was playing him as a 6 and not an 8. And this is my point. An 8 is his right position. Distracted by his plastic. Are they broken up then, Brett? Are they broken up? Because she's moved to a different club as well, I think. His only problem is he can lose his head quite quickly. I hear that. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I like a passionate player. I forgive a lot when you're a good footballer, put it that way. Sometimes players just don't settle at a club. I don't think we should read too much into it. Exactly what I'm saying, Bubba D, but I still think for our educational purposes, I mean, maybe you guys don't want me to do it. I don't know, but I think it's worth doing. Big up to Ashley with the 20-month. Shout out to Ashley, the absolute legend. Are we going there? Like, where's Curtis, man? Is Curtis still going to play Yates? Curtis still going to play Yates? Luiz and the 8s make the opponents quiver. Okay, one of them does. Midfield start. This is what you get with Steve. This is the educated levels I want from you, chat, right? Midfield starting of McAtee, Anderson, Sangare for a few weeks, then rotate into Luiz, McAtee, rest Gibbs White to McAtee, then Luiz for either Anderson or Sangare. Drop, however, whoever is out of form. You see, Steve's got the right idea. Steve's not doing what you guys are doing, right? Steve's playing 4D chess right now with this, okay? He's thinking, right, we got a Europa League match, we got a League Cup match, FA Cup, Premier League, and we got to start spinning the plates, 4D chess. And I do agree with him. I will give you my bombshell. I don't start him against Palace. Okay, maybe I do. It's a new shiny toy. Chat, you starting him on Sunday? Let's say the medical gets done in the next 24, 48 hours. Are you starting him on Sunday? We need a poll on that. Can we get a poll on that, please? Just give me some quick YNs. Would you start him on Sunday? Hell no. No. Couple of yeses. Double yes from Ian. Carol saying no. I'm not going to lie to you. I know the right thing is not to start him. I know that deep in my footballing brain. But my footballing heart wants to start him. I don't know how you put him on the bench. The thing is, he's not going to be match sharp. He played against the next gen, but In that poll, by the way, whose spot does Luiz take in the team? 52% of you said none of them. 36% said Sangare. 6% said Gibbs White. And 4% said Anderson. Start him against West Ham. I like that because it will be at home. Shiny new toy, though. But he's not just a shiny new toy. It's like sparkling. It's sparkling. We've at least grant me he's got to go on the bench, yeah? He's got to at least go on the bench, surely. What are you not saying? Was watching Gore, didn't know you were live. Big up to you. Wait, what? Wait, how are you watching Gore? Gore was yesterday. Agreed. Give him 20 minutes on the bench. Limited edition collectible. You're right. You know, it's like fully limited edition. I might start him. Don't ask me for who. Look, realistically, he's in competition with Anderson, and Anderson just balled out. You know. Good luck, Nuno, man. Good luck. I don't know how this happens. Carl, you joined the Discord. Were you able to join okay, Carl? Let me just check. Yeah, big up to you guys joining the Discord. I see Bever's joined. I see you there, Carl. Gilson's joined. Robert's joined. Shout out to all of you. Get chatting with the others in the Discord. It's absolutely crazy. So some more news. Forest are in the hunt for Norwich defender Kellen Fisher, after making an inquiry for the Norwich under-20 international. The England, under-20 international. I don't really care about that because I care about Douglas Luiz. Yes, he's signed, Mayday. He's signed. Look, Romano Starson's on the here we go. But I've got told it's done. Brazil has announced it from their biggest outlet as well. The guys I'm speaking to in the Juventus camp, they're saying done and dusted as well. This is a big day. Now, one final question from me to you guys, right? Where do we now finish in the league? We've had... I've forgotten the other signings, you know what I'm saying? Let's start. Dan Ndoye, McAtee, Hutchinson, Calamawendo, Douglas Luiz, Angus Gunn. Where do we now finish? Because I said 6th in my prediction. You've all got my receipts there. I've said 6th. 3rd or 4th, says Brett. 5th or 6th. Okay. You see what you laughed. I had comments saying 6th, mate. How do you think we're gonna finish 6th? Jolly Ollie is been smoking that good stuff, man. He's saying we win it all. After the Brentford game, he's saying 5th or 6th. Yeah, but they were crap, man. Look, if we beat Palace, I say we win the league. How about that? You're going to say 9th. Winning the league. A few of you are saying winning the league, you know. You lot are more deluded than crypto. 5th knocking on the big 6 door. Well, I said this earlier on in the video, but I think this is an extremely important point, right? Forest are outspending the likes of every other team. Forest are moving like we are a big 6 team. Where the hell did I put it? Hold on, here it is. All right, just to clarify, so this was from The Athletic. I can't bring it up on the screen, apologies. Liverpool has spent 291 million. Chelsea has spent 240 million. Man United has spent 197 million. Arsenal 192. Man City 153. Then comes Forest on 147. Now, if there's a loan fee on Douglas Luiz, then we've spent more than Man City. If this is a permanent straight up deal, which I don't think it will be, then that pushes us up past Man City and on Arsenal's heels. Right? And then after us, Sunderland are the next big spenders. You would expect that. They've just been promoted. And then crappy Tottenham on 128 mil. Newcastle has spent 125. But what's significant is there are only 4 teams in the league that have sold more than £100 million worth. that the biggest sellers have been Chelsea with 205 mil. Then it's Liverpool with 188 mil. Then it's Brighton. Who Brighton's? Oh, Pedro for 104 mil. And then Forest have sold 102 mil. Now, I think that's a huge number to compute in your minds because Forest have only lost one guaranteed first-team starter in Elanga, and that was for 55 million. Forest have scraped together another 45 to 47 million just from squad players. That is fantastic business. So when we're assessing, and we will do when the window shuts, how good it was, how the signings were, we also need to look at the money that's come in as well. And yeah, Miguel's gone as well. Miguel's gone for a while. It was officially announced today. Big up to you, Marcus, with the 20 pounds. Apologies, the 20 months. It's better than the 20 quid. Shout out to you. Hope you're well. Guys, how are we doing on these likes? Because I'm not getting the vibe that you lot are as excited as I am about Miguel. So excited I can't get the words out. There's 1,000 of you in here, and we're on 456. 456 likes. And can we get some broken heart emojis, please, for Nicky? His boy Miguel has gone. He's not taking it too well today. Nicky never drinks. He hit the bottle today. So let's show some love to Nicky, man. He's having a rough day. His boy is gone. But yeah, how are you guys even? You guys are clearly not excited about Douglas Luiz because I'm only seeing 489 likes. Pretty embarrassing. Okay, so look, that's the breaking news. I will break down the details of the news in another video, which will be out tomorrow, right? Obviously, there's going to be more news coming our way on Forest. I'm about to go live on Just Joe's channel. Me and Joe, we're going to chew the fat over the weekend. We're going to talk about, why Forest are going to win the league. He's going to tell me why Leeds are going to win the, he thinks they're going to finish in the Europa League spot. So we're live there at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to send you guys there. And just, what should we troll Joe with? They won, so we can't really troll them with that. Any thoughts on any trolling stuff, guys? What are we saying here? What do you think? You're asking on Rico Lewis. Okay, on Rico Lewis, the general consensus right now, including on the City side, with the guys I've spoken to, is that he's happy to stay. He thinks basically there's no place he wants to be. He's come out and he said all the big man talk. Now, I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's like, yes, Owen, no pen. Spam it, no pen. Yes, no pen or dodgy pen, right? And I need you lot in there because all I get in there is scab, right? So no pen in the chat, right? But yeah, Rico Lewis, I don't think is happening as things stand. There is, and this is just my feeling, no one said anything like this to me. There is a little feeling inside me that maybe Marinakis gives the Arabs a call. Maybe, who knows? It definitely wasn't a pen, Carol, 100%. Right, we'll be live there in a couple of minutes. Go spam his chat now. Here we go. Douglas Luiz is a red. Just let that soak in. We got a late coffee. Shout out to, let me bring my screen up. Shout out to Ringer with the coffee who says enjoy. I will. I'll go share it with Joe right now. I'll see you guys over there in just a second. Come on, you Reds.